of Poppy, they are sent on their way from the 1800-meter marker. Piece of Poppy, one of the first to go. Ice Gem now takes it up. Love of Luxuries is near the rail, and Sword Storm is now among the leading group. They are followed by Fly Away With Me. Near the rail is Royce Doctor, about 5 or 6 lengths off them, with Queen of Thrones. Delavera's on the outside, the yellow cap. Then comes Ritz and Famous. Further back in the running is Passionate Rose. At the back is Rocket Dune, and that's racing about 10-11 lengths off the leader. Sword Storm has found the lead. Fly Away With Me is second. Ice Gem back in third, and then comes Piece of Poppy. Love of Luxuries is near the rail. Delavera's on the outside of runners. Queen of Thrones, that's got the white blinkers, is about 7 lengths off the leader at this stage at the 1,000. There's no pace on. Then Ritz and Famous. Royce Doctors along the inside, then Passionate Rose. Rocket Dune and Truly Julia the last two, and they're still about 9 or 10 lengths off the leader. Sword Storm sets its own fractions. Fly Away With Me second. Ice Gem is back third. Piece of Poppy, the yellow cap, then Delavera. Love of Luxuries is along the inside. Queen of Thrones has the white blinkers. Then Ritz and Famous about 6 lengths off the leader. Rocket Dune is on the move. Further back is Royce Doctor. Top of the lane, Fly Away With Me wants to tackle Sword Storm. In third is Ice Gem. Delavera the outside, then Queen of Thrones. Sword Storm the leader. Fly Away With Me tries to put on the pressure. Ice Gem on the inside. Delavera and Queen of Thrones trying to get into the race. But it's Sword Storm over the last 100 has gone clear. And Sword Storm is clear and will win. Sword Storm to win it. Sword Storm has won it by about 3. Second will go to Ice Gem. The third place will go to Fly Away With Me. Then it's close. Delavera and Queen of Thrones. Number 2, Sword Storm, the daughter of Lundy's Liability, fitted with the cheek pieces, overcame the draw set, its own fractions. There was no pace on, then kicked at the top of the stretch. 12th time at the track. Des Egders is the winning trainer, Riverton Stud, and Anton Marcus the winning rider. So number 2 is victorious, ends up winning it by 3.5 to 4 lengths. Second position will go to number 10, Ice Gem, then Fly Away With Me. Queen of Thrones will probably just get fourth from Delavera. Further back is Royce Doctor, and then came Ritz and Famous further back in the running. It was a well-detached field. There was no pace on, and Sword Storm sets its own fractions. Fly Away With Me tried to challenge at the top of the stretch, but Sword Storm kicks away, and she ends up winning it by that 3.5 to 4 lengths. So number 2, Sword Storm, ends up the tote favourite. It pays up at £2.70. Until the running of the 4th race, back to the studio.
Number 2, Sword Storm has come. Number 2, Sword Storm has ended up the tab gold favorite, backed in late. This daughter of Lundy's Liability. Well done to Peter Gibson and Mr. Gua, an owner from mainland China. And they've combined here with trainer Des Egders and Anton Marcus to come through in the first leg of this pick 6. And I just complimented Anton, and so did you, Des, on a confident ride. You know, this horse has been coming from off them, but things worked out that way that he was in front.
Yeah, no, look, obviously a cracking ride from Anton. First of all, a big thanks to Peter and Mr. Gua for sending this filly down to us. I mean, obviously we've turned her around and she's produced for us, which is great. Getting back to Anton, you know, as we know, she comes from off the pace, 14 and a mile, where the pace is a lot stronger. She doesn't normally have toe out the gates, but I did tell Anton, ride her as you feel her. And normally she's a filly that does come from off the pace, but he said, leave it to me, boss, I know what I'm doing. So he's 100% correct, spot on, not a champion for nothing.
Fantastic, and she had to be fit, the manner in which he gave her this ride, and compliments to your yard having her in tip-top condition.
Oh, absolutely, I think Anton must thank us for that.
Yeah. How's the stable looking at Ashburton, Des?
No, we're going all right. We've got a lot of young babies coming through D's. We lay low for quite a while. Obviously in the season, with the stock we have, it's not easy to take on the top horses. And the thing is with, the patrons we have, we're going to give them good results coming in the off-season now.
Well, you got one on the board early in the new season. The very best to yourself and your team.
Thank you very much, and big thanks to my staff at home as well, my head boy Linda. They're all doing a great job.
Fantastic.
Thanks very much.
Lovely. Des Egders, Anton has kindly excused himself, but I will give you his comments. We had a nice long chat about his rides to come, and this is his feedback. Number 3, Prince of Arabia, and race number 5. He said, I didn't call for that ride. God has given me the opportunity, so let's see what happens there. In the 7th race where he rides Respect at Bay, he suggested that the horse is certainly not out of it, but he made 7th Virtue the horse to beat, and he also has a lot of respect for Kept Secret, but he does have an each-way chance there. And then possibly his next best, he says, could be Seeking the Dream, if the distance will be ideal. That's a 1,600-meter trip, so he likes a bit of Seeking the Dream at the back, but not out of it with Respect to Bay and, of course, Prince of Arabia. So we thank him for those comments as he's kindly excused himself. Favorable results here in the Pick 6, number 2, Sword Storm, 2-10, 3-1. That's your result. Race number 3. Coming up next will be the start of the jackpot, and the time to jot down there will be 14:35, 25 to 3.